What's going on, pros? This is Mike with another Dirty Promotions video. There is a product that I had launched and never gave a video on its use. It's a hose, and this hose does not come with options to put a stainless deal here or anything else, or it doesn't even come with a tip. It's just a hose system that I developed because I thought, there is a lot of people asking me to do some type of stuff like this because some people already have some hoses, but they don't think that their hoses are good enough. They like their tips, et cetera, et cetera. They have something. And of course, these are old on their systems, and they just saw my hose system. They thought they could probably improve and buy some of these. So let me explain to you why I developed this type of system and how it actually works, right? So it is 25 feet long, like a lot of the hoses. Some might be 30 in the market, perhaps option to do 50. 25 is very, very long enough, right? Right here in the coupler itself, it does have this ball lock, meaning for most of the tanks that are in the market now, it does have reinforcement there. It is, it does have an Oerlikon clamp here, and so pretty much you don't get any screws that you're going to touch or bolts or anything here. This is a reinforcement, so when you're in the tank and it's flexing, you don't have extra rigidity here. I install these myself all the way to the end, that way you don't have anything showing here and stuff like that. So it's a very nice, very stout design that I pretty much created observing other systems in the past. So this right here, like I said, reinforcement ball lock. Let's go ahead and go to the meat of the actual product, right? This right here also has a device right here for flexing. Right here is where your sprayer is going to go, either a polypropylene or a brass sprayer. You just put some of the Teflon white tape around here. I don't know if I have some here to show you, but I think you guys know which one. White Teflon tape or any other type of device, silicone or whatever. At your preference, put your stuff on there and you're done. Right here, Oerlikon clamps also installed. 40 micron filter right here. And let me explain a little bit about micron, why I even chose 40, because it seems to be that everything that I develop or use or whatever is 40 micron. 40 micron is so small of a porous surface that it can almost even filter, or it does actually filter like blood. So something that is so small, it is so effective to preventing stuff from, let's say, pepper-like or even small sand debris and all that kind of stuff from going through here and spitting out into your gun, into your applications, very expensive PPF or window film ceramic and stuff like that. The reason, if you see here, this is the front, it's not the back. My observing and listening to some of your comments is that you guys, if it's 25 or 30 or 50 feet, whatever, you guys have a lot of junk that normally collects here from either using baby shampoo or some other slips. That's pretty much a very common one. And problems of how do I clean my hose? Well, that's the thing, right? So if you have something in here that is clogged up a little bit, or accumulation, let's say, not clogging, but accumulation of gunk that you can't get rid of, you're not going to go with a toothbrush and clean it inside, right? So if this guy right here, I put him like you've seen in all what I used to do before, I don't do that anymore, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, they put them over here right out of the tank. They put them here, okay? So you got 25 or 30 or 50 feet of junk that's going to be sitting in there and spitting out your gun. So where is the cleanliness of your material if stuff is accumulating over time in your hose and, well, it's not covered, right? So that's the reasoning that I developed my front filters, and I'm going to show you right now. Give me a second. These filters that I develop are 40 micron. This is stainless steel mesh. They belong in the tip of your sprayer, right? So you can put it on either brass or the polypropylene. It is 40 microns of cleanliness, and you can go ahead and don't worry about an inline filter like that or anything else. Putting an inline filter inside the tank is bad. It's the tediousness of the service or cleaning it and all that becomes a pain in the ass, believe me. I did that a long time ago. I realized, man, what am I doing, etc., etc. So inside the tank, outside the tank, like exactly where it goes out of the tank is, I don't believe it's a good place to put a filtration system, because the culprit of 25 or 30 linear feet still going to be a problem. You're going to get mystery stuff and you're going to be blaming equipment, right? So the way that I overcame that was developing that little filter that I showed you, put it on the tip and use it. But then some other people were showing me like Gilmore and some other stuff, and my filter doesn't fit that. So long story short, this right here, I put them right in front. All these 25, 30 feet of hose, even if they're been used for a decade or this and are gunky and you don't know how to clean them, or you can't clean them well, this is your last line of defense. Right here, any of the junk will be stopped in this 40 micron stainless steel filter. And right here is your gun. So you're good. That's the reason I put them in front, a frontal filtration device versus a rear one, or even inside the tank, which to me is, all those systems are kind of like they need improvement, right? This right here is a polycarbonate, extremely strong, clear, and this is wonders of cleaning it. I used to use these ones, and I know that you remember. Hold on, give me a second. I used to use these right here. People loved them. Something about, I guess, being able to see inside the crap and all that kind of stuff. The thing is that it is glass, and in order to service it, you need to unscrew this and the hose and then take this out. It's a couple of more steps that are cumbersome. And a lot of people right now in the industry have a bunch of these installed that I sold them from a long time ago. They bought their own, etc., etc. Let me show you how easy it is. You don't need to unbolt here or there, nada. None of that stuff. All you need to do, come here, do this right here. There's your filter, which can be either this way or that way, it doesn't matter. 40 micron stainless steel. This is polypropylene, and goes in right there. Super easy. You go to the sink, do this number, 10 seconds, put them back in there, put this guy back in here. This is very thick polycarbonate, very thick, 250 pounds of pressure, withstanding all that. And you know, the good thing about this kind of deal is that it's not glass. So if you drop them accidentally, this or that, it's not going to break. And the other glass had a little bit more potential of breaking, right? So we've overcome those deals. Ease of cleanliness is just like that. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Boom. Go back to business. Your sprayer is right here, so it's really out of your way. You have your hand sprayer, and you do whatever you're going to do. This is your filtration right here in the back, and right here, right next to it. It's not really like over there at the outside of the tank where it goes out and whatever. This is typical. I thought about this because I keep hearing more and more and more stuff about how do I clean the hose, how do I clean the hose. If you can't clean the hose well and your filter's over there, then all this stuff right here, pues de nada sirvió. I mean, it ain't worth a shit if all your stuff is still going to be coming through, and then you're going to be like, I don't know where the shit's coming from. Well, now this, or with my other tip one, like I said, the reason I did this is because some people love to see this, and because they have other types of tips and spares and stuff like that. So there it is. It's on my website. I'm going to redo the pictures right now so it can look a lot clearer. And guys, have an awesome day. This is a quarter inch type of a hose, so it is the lightest on the market. I know people use 3/8 and this and that. That's very heavy. It's not necessary. Believe me, it's not necessary. Get a 3/8, get a quarter, do this all day long. Same amount of water goes out. The reason I don't like the 3/8 is because it's a lot more heavier to be carrying around in commercial settings. Is that this is so lightweight, you're going to be like, fuck, man, why did I do this like years ago? Guys, have an awesome day. It's going to be in the website, and the website has been improved and is still being under construction right now, so you guys can navigate a lot faster and stuff like that. Have an awesome day.